Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about a Tesla DLC for GTA 5. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about the real-life vehicle manufacturer Tesla and how they could almost have an update centered around their sort of products in online. So let's start with what we know so far, and that Tesla already has sort of its own parody company in GTA 5, and that is Coil. Coil, for the most part, appears to be based off of Tesla. There's only two vehicles in the game that don't really fit the Tesla brand, and that is the Coil Cyclone. Now, the Cyclone is an electric supercar, but it's based primarily off of the Rimac Concept 1 and also the Coil Brawler, which is the Local Motors rally fighter. But for the most part, when Rockstar adds a Coil vehicle into the game, they're making a Tesla. We've seen that in the past with the topless Voltic and the regular Voltic, which is based off of Tesla's 2008 Roadster. We've also seen them add the Coil Raiden into the game, which is based off of Tesla's Model 3. Some people say it's the Model S, but I think it's the Model 3. So we have a lot of references to Tesla vehicles in the game, and it doesn't stop there. Coil actually is a manufacturer of a lot of electric weapons, including the stun gun, the combat PDW, the minigun, the railgun, the Dune FAV's 7.62mm minigun, and the Conjali's railgun cannon are all produced by Coil, which is an arms manufacturer division of Coil. So it's very interesting what they've sort of done here, and it doesn't stop there. In the Doomsday Heist update, the bad guy, whose name is Avon Hertz, is essentially a parody of Elon Musk, who's the founder and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. And I'm sure you guys know who Elon Musk is. So needless to say, Rockstar parody a lot of what Tesla does and a lot of what Elon Musk does. So needless to say, I believe that Rockstar could continue that and produce more Tesla products going forward. And we're going to take a look at some of those and how they could look like right now in game. So let's start with vehicles, and there's 4 vehicles in particular that I think Rockstar could add under the Coil brand. The first of which would be Tesla's new Roadster, set to release in 2020. So as I'm sure you guys know, earlier this year, Elon Musk announced that Tesla was going to be coming out with an upgraded and enhanced version of their Roadster, essentially a 2.0. It looks incredible. It has a ton of amazing features, and overall, it's just a way better, way faster version of sort of the one they came out with in 2008 or so, which is the original Voltic that we see featured in the game. So I'm not sure what Rockstar could call this. Maybe they would call it the Voltic 2.0 or the Voltic 2020 or something like that. I'm not sure, but it would be cool if we got maybe a custom version of the Voltic that would be transformed into the new version. Now, it does have a lot of features I like. It has a hardtop variant. You could also take the roof off. It would be incredibly fast since it's an electric vehicle. The Tesla Roadster 2020 is apparently going to be the fastest 0 to 60 land car in history at 1.9 seconds, which is blisteringly quick. It is incredibly fast. It also has a bunch of unique features, like a very strange looking steering wheel, a very cool interior with huge displays and HUDs and all that sort of stuff. So I think this would be incredibly cool. It also has one of my favorite features on vehicles of all time, and that is a retractable spoiler. Now, we see this on a lot of Tesla cars. This isn't specifically new to the Roadster coming out in 2020. But at the same rate, I think this is a really unique and awesome feature to see on cars. So that's the first one that Rockstar could add. They could add a new supercar. I'm going to try and cover all the different categories here, which is going to be really cool in my opinion. Another vehicle that Rockstar could add is the Tesla Model S. So I really do believe that the Raiden is the Model 3. If you think it's the Model S, then imagine I'm just talking about the Model 3 right now. If you do think it's the Model 3, then we're talking about the Model S, which is what I would like to see Rockstar add next. This is essentially the more luxurious, more powerful version of the Model 3. It's a luxury sedan that is also incredibly sporty, and I feel like Rockstar could put this in the sports class category and also make it pretty competitive. That's the good thing about these electric cars is they're so fast with their acceleration that it allows them actually to perform pretty well around tracks and circuits that require a lot of turns and braking and handling like that. The only time vehicles like this are really going to let you down is in long straightaways, potentially stuff like stunt races. Now, everything you saw in the Roadster, pretty much going to be same here on the Model S, why I really like it. It's sleek, it's sophisticated, has that really beautiful interior, really nice design, and it would continue the overall Coil vehicle family in the game. This would just be building on to the sports cars. You could even throw it into sedans, but I think sports cars would probably be the best fit here of the Tesla vehicles that Rockstar could add. So that is vehicle number 2, the Model S. Now, I know the Model S has a bunch of different models and makes and variations, but we're just going to go with the singular Model S. The one after that is the Tesla Model X, which would be like the SUV version of Coil's cars, and that's exactly what it is. And this car is incredibly cool. It has a bunch of amazing features as well. Probably my favorite two are those back Falcon doors. How cool would it be if Rockstar added something like that where the Falcon doors actually opened up and like that's how guys got in the back? That'd be pretty cool. For an SUV, it also does have that retractable spoiler in the back, which is incredibly cool. It has that detailed interior, which in my opinion looks absolutely amazing. And it's been a while since we've gotten a really cool SUV in the game. I mean, we did get an SUV in the Strider, but Rockstar put it in the sports class category. So I feel like Rockstar could really do something cool here by adding the Tesla Model X into the game as a really awesome electric SUV, which is something we've never seen before. So I would definitely welcome that. And the final vehicle I'd like to see Rockstar add is the Tesla semi-truck that they actually introduced earlier this year. Now, maybe Rockstar could call this the MOC Custom or something like that. I'm not sure, but it would be really cool to haul our mobile operations center with an all-electric 18-wheeler rig like that. I mean, how neat would that be? And on top of that, this is one of the most sophisticated designs of all time. Now, I'm not sure how Rockstar would approach this because this is a one-seater vehicle, something we don't have in the game unless you're on a motorcycle. That's right, the driver of this semi-truck cab actually sits in the center and there's screens all around him, which not only is incredibly safe, it's more efficient, it's honestly how semi-trucks of the future should be driven. So I really like that idea and that design right there. And being able to haul our MOCs with something like that or just do missions like haulage would be so cool in a Tesla semi-truck. So that is the fourth and final vehicle. We really covered all the gambits. We covered supercars, sports cars, SUVs, and then big service vehicles like that. All that would be a really cool introduction to a sort of Tesla DLC. Now, on top of that, we're not done there. Remember, we talked about weapons? Well, earlier this year, Elon Musk and his other company, the Boring Company, said that they were making flamethrowers. I literally kid you not. Now, flamethrowers are not mysterious to the GTA series. We've seen them in Vice City, but they've never returned since. That would be the perfect opportunity for Rockstar to introduce the flamethrower back into Grand Theft Auto Online as manufactured by Coil. How cool would that be? I mean, it has been a long time since we have gotten a weapon, like an actual new weapon in online. And how cool would it be if the first one we got back is a freaking flamethrower from Coil? That would be the coolest thing in the world, would it not? So I think that would be an awesome idea to kind of finalize the weapons on this Tesla-style DLC. And on top of that, who knows what else Rockstar could do? I haven't even included all of the things that SpaceX is doing in their real-world rocket flights. Now, I sort of talked about this a little bit in my Q&A, and this is really far-fetched, but maybe Rockstar could do some sort of rocket-based mission. I mean, with the Doomsday Heist, it added that hatch that can be found in Mount Chiliad. Who's to say that we couldn't use that hatch to maybe launch a rocket or something like that? There's been rocket and space mods that have been introduced into GTA 5 in the past, so we know that stuff like that is possible from a modding standpoint. So you'd think it would be possible for Rockstar to add something into the game as well. Now, in addition, with all their other DLCs, I'm sure they'd add pretty cool features, clothing as well. I'm not sure what sort of clothing they would add. Maybe it would just be more like Coil shirts, Coil shoes, or hats, or accessories, or something like that. I really don't know. Maybe they could just have like a bunch of different random clothing with Coil-based insignias on there. I'm really not too sure. Realistically, I see this concept that I'm talking about right now being added in little bits, DLC after DLC. DLC after DLC. Because we know Rockstar has no problem adding Tesla vehicles into the game, coil cars. It's just that Elon Musk keeps announcing them probably quicker than Rockstar can keep up. Like he announces the Model S, Model X, and then Model 3, and then the new Roadster. And it's like Rockstar probably can't keep up with this dude's design of cars. Like he's coming out with new ones like every single year, and the designs are probably getting backlogged, which is probably why in the last DLC we just got the Raiden, which is the Model 3 or the Model S. So I think this DLC could be potentially very cool. The new cars are out there, and I think this would be an amazing addition to the game. The only people I think wouldn't like this are the guys who don't like electric vehicles and are just totally turned off by that. But I still think there would be some cool cars in here, just like we've seen some of the electric vehicles added in the game have been pretty cool regardless. Now, one thing I do think is kind of ironic is the rocket Voltic. Elon Musk literally just sent one of his Tesla Roadsters into space on a rocket. Rockstar did that a couple years ago. They beat you to the punch, Elon. So like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Would you like to see an update like this in Grand Theft Auto Online? I personally would love it, but I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below, so let me know what you're thinking down there and more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, where you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.